Hello, 7th grade. I hope you are fine and everything is fine with you. Guys, today we're gonna continue our revision sheet. This is the third part and it is all about the grammar. The first part was the literature and the second part was grammar chapter 4, and this is the third part, grammar chapter 6, and actually it is about the clauses. Let's just remind each other about the clauses again. What is the clause, guys? Clause is this group of words that has subject and predicate. Predicate means verb and whatever completes this verb. Alright? We have two kinds of clauses. We have dependent and independent clause. Let's start with the independent clause. Independent clause is the normal. It doesn't need any other sentence or clause to depend on it. And if you read it, you will understand the meaning, and it doesn't need another dependent clause to understand the meaning. Alright? The other one is subordinate or dependent clause. Subordinate or dependent clause is this kind of clause that is started with or subordinate conjunction or relative pronoun. If it starts with a subordinate conjunction, then it is adverb clause. If it starts with relative pronoun, it is adjective clause. So let's start together, guys. I'll read the example first. If the telephone rings, please answer it. If the telephone rings, please answer it. Alright. Here it starts with if. If is subordinate conjunction or relative pronoun. Actually it is subordinating conjunction. That's why it is adverb clause. Alright, guys, what are the subordinate conjunctions or examples for subordinate conjunctions? If, because, though, ever, even though, after, before, and so on. I'm gonna now proceed in our questions, starting from number 11. Because she often felt tired, Etta decided to include more fruits and vegetables in her diet. The underlined clause here started from Etta. It didn't start with subordinate conjunction. It didn't start with a relative pronoun. And if we read the whole sentence or the whole clause, we will find it individually sensible. That's why it is independent clause. It is independent clause. Number 12. My uncle, who has only one arm, types on a special keyboard. Who has only one arm started with who. Who here is a relative pronoun. That's why I'm gonna highlight it with the yellow. And if the clause will start with this relative pronoun, then it is adjective clause. Guys, adjective clause is this kind of clause that describes or modifies another noun or a pronoun. So, who has only one arm is my uncle. So, who has only one arm? This clause is describing or modifying my uncle. Let's go to number 13. A collection of short stories that you would enjoy reading is Many Thousand Gone, African American, From Slavery to Freedom by Virginia Hamilton. So, the clause we have here started with that. That also is a relative pronoun. Then I will highlight it with the yellow again. And as the number 12 example, it will be adjective clause because it had a noun to describe what is the noun. Short stories. Short stories is the noun. Number 14. You may talk quietly until the show begins. It started with until here. Until. Until is not a relative pronoun this time. It is subordinating conjunction. That's why I'm gonna highlight it with the green. And if the clause starts with a subordinate conjunction, then it is adverb clause. Let's go number 15. On the internet, I learned about peace pause, which focuses on people living in harmony with nature and with each other. Alright, it started here with which. Which is a relative pronoun here. Yes, it is relative pronoun. Then I will highlight it with the yellow, and the whole clause will be adjective or adverb. It is adjective clause. So which focuses on people living in harmony. What is this? What focuses on people living in harmony with nature and with each other? It is peace pause. Alright. Let's go to number 16. While Evelyn was in India. While here, guys, is a subordinated conjunction. That's why it is adverb clause. So while will be highlighted with the green, and it is adverb clause. I will underline it, and we will go to number 17. In the Missouri River region, the Chinese hunted buffalo, which they used for food and clothing. In the Missouri River region, the Chinese hunted buffalo. Alright, we have subject, actually, it is the Chinese, and we have verb, it is hunted, and we have object, which is the buffalo. So Chinese hunted buffalo, it is independent clause. Didn't start with the relative pronoun, didn't start with the subordinate conjunction. That's why I will underline it here, independent clause. Number 18. About 70% of world's fresh water is frozen in glaciers. Guys, I want you to read it very well, because we will find something new here, that it is not a clause. And the question why it is not a clause, because it doesn't have any verb. And we agreed that the clause must have a subject and verb, subject and predicate. If one of them is not in the sentence, that means it is not a clause, it is not a sentence. It is a phrase. It is a phrase. So, about 70% of the world's fresh water, no verb, then it is not a clause. That's why I will underline it here. Josh wasn't feeling well, so he went home. Alright, that's a new trick. He went home. They didn't underline the clause starting from so. So a subordinate conjunction. But the underline is starting from the subject he. So he went home is not an subordinate clause. It is not a dependent clause. Actually, it is an independent clause. Because if you're gonna read it, guys, he went home. He went home. No problem. Yes, I could understand it individually as a sentence. Let's go to number 20. The performers from Bali wear beautiful costumes and play on orchestra of gongs, flutes, and drums. Beautiful costumes and play and so on. I don't see any subject. No subject. So if there is no subject, means it is not a clause, not a sentence, it is a phrase. And if you want to read it again one more time, beautiful costumes and play, who plays? Who plays? You will tell me the performers. But the performers is not included here. So actually it is not a clause. So we need to know that number 18, number 19 and 20 are important, because each one of them is giving some idea. Number 18, it didn't have verb. Number 20 didn't have subject, so both of them are not a clause or sentence. Number 19, it didn't start with the subordinate conjunction, that's why it is independent clause. And that's enough for today. I hope you stay fine and thank you very much.